Balancing work and life. Well, it's easier said than done. And the funny thing that actually I am on vacation, but there's something I want to share with you. Today I want to try to combine this work-life thing by going to some actually very interesting place here in Bavaria, and I'm quite sure you've never seen something like this. At least I've never seen something like this, and I've been, traveling quite a lot. I'm going, to combine work and rest, work and life, so to say, and let's see how it goes. And as you probably remember, my plan was actually not to work so much on vacation, but somehow it feels like I want to share what's going on. Yeah, I want to make videos, I want to talk to you, and I've been missing you somehow. So in a way, it's like I'm going to see some places, but at the same time, I'm going to make some videos and I'm going to talk to you. So let's see if you will like this video or not. Anyway, it's just an attempt to, to enjoy life and to enjoy work at the same time, which is not so often the case. Usually we have to really make an attempt to divide those two, so that you have your life and it's not only work. And at the same time, I think if you can combine those two, it's also a great thing. For me, it's still a question, and I'm actually wondering what you think about it. Is it possible, to have a balance in life and somehow also combine, work with your life and your hobbies and everything? So this is my question to you. I would really like to know how you do it, and if you ever thought about it, how was your experience at least? So I'm going to take you on the journey today to this interesting place in the woods, in Bavarian woods, which is called a Kuchen Museum, which is basically like a collection of old things. And there are also some stuffed animals there, but just for you to know, the owner of the museum, he collected all those things, including the animals, from people who otherwise would throw stuff away. So he never, killed any animal for that reason, or did it himself, it's not the case. So enjoy the place. It's very special, very psychedelic, I would say also. Anyway, I don't want to keep you longer here, so let's have a look. I think for many people, this topic of balancing work and life has to do a lot with the fact that even when people have rest, they cannot stop thinking about work. And it is especially true for entrepreneurs. It's like somehow it's easier to just be an employee, and then you get home and you kind of like switch to a different mode. But as an entrepreneur, you're somehow like, it's 24/7, and you change your 9 to 5 to 24/7. Yeah, this is what happens when you change from being an employee to an entrepreneur. But this is the worst case scenario. And by the way, I'm taking you to this Kuchen Museum, as I said. You're probably already surprised to see what you are seeing. Yeah, this is the place. Yeah, so this is the in Bavaria. Beautiful mountains around, and this is called Kuchen Museum, and this is what you see there. It's quite an unusual place, and I thought I share it with you. And we can also talk about things about what it's like being an entrepreneur, being a solopreneur, because actually this channel is for people who want to build freedom in life, to start their own business probably from scratch, or to change, to pivot, to try new things, to build freedom in life so that one can also travel around the world and see things like, for example, this place here or anything else, and just actually enjoy life. So if you are the one looking for freedom, then consider subscribing to this channel. This would be something for you. And also let me know in the comments if you're new and if you like it here, and if you have any other feedback, about my channel, also please let me know, because I want to improve myself, and I want this to be a mutual, relationship and a win-win game. So let's play it. Yeah, so for many people, this work and balance, work-life balance is hard, because basically people cannot stop thinking about work, even if they have free time. And this is also like now is a little bit the case also with me, because I'm on vacation, and even I said I will not make videos, still I'm making. So, but honestly, it was not like a push from outside. It was not like I had to make this video. It was more an inspiration, and it didn't even feel like work at all. It really felt like I want to share. I like it here. I find it fascinating. I find it a little bit crazy and bizarre at the same time. Yeah, and why not to share it? So it came with a surplus. It came with really like having freedom and space in mind, and this surplus just to share. It was not, I'm not having any pressure in mind now that I have to share, or it's a part of the journey. It's more like I want to, and I'm completely relaxed. I'm having fun. I'm so happy having these trips and having these vacations here in Germany and places around, in countries like Switzerland, Austria, all those German-speaking countries, as well as some other countries on the way. And yeah, so I think it has to do, this work-life balance has to do a lot with the way you think about your life and about your work, and whether you enjoy it also in the first place, whether it's like you have to or you have the choice. If you are able to create freedom in life so that you can choose how and what you do and when, I think this is already such a great balance, this really work-life balance. And even if it looks like a mixture, like right now, making this video talking about work-life balance, challenges for solopreneurs, still it feels so natural and so great. One of the typical mistakes that I see among entrepreneurs is that they really like doing this multitasking all the time during their life, and it's really like a circus, when you're simultaneously an acrobat or a lion tamer and a clown, when you really do film your kids, film your spouse, and at some point it's too much for them as well, because they don't take it so they want to have space, they want to have time with you without you thinking about work, and if you're like filming your families all the time, it's really like this is not a good work-life balance. This I also learned. I'm not doing it with my friends, you almost never see anybody in my videos, because I take time, for creating meaningful relationships and focusing on them when I'm with people, and this is for many entrepreneurs is a big challenge, solopreneurs. So I would really, this is like a myth, the reality is you cannot really combine this very much. You should really, especially with kids, this is because it's then even not their real choice, because to make choices you have to be grown up, to be able to decide for yourself. So I would avoid really this mixing private life and all together. Sometimes it belongs to the topic. I mean, if you're talking about relationship and you want to share some of your own experiences, maybe it could be like good, but really just watch out that your privacy is not violated, that you still have your private life, and that your loved ones really kind of enjoy it and not start hating it, because then you don't have any privacy, you don't have the life you really deserve. And one more mistake I would say is people like deadlines so much. They're always like surrounded by different deadlines, so it's better you create more space, and then you can always over deliver and people will be happy. You don't have to create deadlines where it's not so necessary. So this would be another point. And then the next point that I want to share is really creating this me moment. Like I'm now enjoying time in Bavaria, enjoying seeing nice places, meeting people, but also like I really create time for myself, and I also let you know that I will not be available and so on, because I want to have me time, want to have time for to having it's like a survival tactic, to prevent turning yourself into a work zombie. You really need this me time, And for me, it's also being in nature, being in the woods here or on the ocean back home. It's really something that I love. And by the way, how do you like this museum so far? Isn't it funny? It's even funny they called it a museum. But it is a museum in a way. So, yeah, why not? And by the way, I also have a separate video about being productive and how, to really schedule your time and your work. If you work at home, if you're a solopreneur. So there are a lot of interesting material on this channel when it comes to, building your business from scratch and building your personal brand, which you can basically then also use for any type of business and anything related to freedom, building your freedom as well. So really consider subscribing, because then this is the place for you. And there are many other videos you can, benefit from. Also, if you're interested to start your own business, but you don't know what to start with, then check out my free training on building your dream business. It is linked in the description below. And we go on with our Kucha Museum and combining work with life. And this topic, of combining work and life has to do a lot with the fact that people burn out so easily nowadays, because they don't see this point when it's time, to take care of themselves. And it's really like something that you might feel is breathing down your neck, but you have to feel it. And I've been through burnout myself, and I also have a video on that on this channel. And as a content creator, as a YouTube person, then you should be aware of it, because this is so much the case very often. And in one of my latest videos, I was also explaining why so many YouTubers actually leave. And it has to do also with burnout, but also with a few other important issues, which, you should check that video as well. So don't forget to subscribe, because it's really there are so many things I want to share with you. So that was my thoughts about work and life. I think I'm pretty good now. I'm doing a good job combining it. I'm still experimenting, as you can see, and I would love you to also share your experience and maybe funny stories about how you balance your work, your life, and what you think about it in general. Do you find it important to consider from the beginning, when you start your own business, especially as a solopreneur? Because I think it's a big issue. It's bigger than people usually think. Otherwise, don't forget to give this video a like if you liked it. I really appreciate it, because then YouTube algorithm will also like it, and will show it to more people, and hopefully more people can then also benefit from it. Also, let me know how you found this place. It's pretty crazy here, don't you think? But also, it's quite some art at the same time. Bizarre, but also somehow, in a way, harmonic. Putting all these strange things together in one setting. Yeah, this one has to have a very special mind for that. If you subscribe, then I will see you in the next video, hopefully next week. Let's see, because I'm still on vacation, so I don't give any promises, right? Yeah, and also watch some other videos of mine also coming from this vacation. So see you in the next one.